Wagwan sports fans, welcome back to this or that Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting and everything sports topics, discussions and debates on the internet. Before I get into today's video, don't forget to like this one, leave a comment and subscribe to this or that Sports TV. But do one more thing for me, and that's to share the video to at least 10 people, get to 6 subscribers. Because if each and every one of you guys got managed to do that, do you know how many subscribers that would get us by the end of the day? Yes, people. Yes, people. I don't know what the title is, I don't know what the thumbnail is, but make sure I'm clickbait, you know. Be sure we're making something more on here. Feel like mega say like Mason, mega say Greenwood versus Bailey. Who worse? So yeah, mega clickbait on it, so hush. Anyways, and I will be talking about Mason Greenwood and I will be talking about Liam Bailey. So is it really a clickbait? Probably not. Anyways, I'm replying to some comments. So I've been posting, maybe a bit consistent. This summer is probably the most consistent summer this other Sports TV has been. And so the comment them are rolling, rate a lot of comments. Obviously we don't have a call-in show yet, which is coming soon. We don't have a call-in show yet, so we don't get to talk to the people them in a real time. So them I leave them comments and me answer. So this is a video to really reply to all of the comments. If you don't see me reply to your comment yet, then don't watch the face. We'll probably reply to it in the next one. I try to do one of them probably every 2 weeks or so. I'm going to comment them below and whatever. People, a couple housekeeping things. Joe Mara forward back soon. Don't worry about it. The dog just there space for a little bit. Don't worry about it. The dog are forward. We don't have no beef. Rush don't take over the channel. It is still both of ours. Joe Mara just have some things that go on right now. Me have some things that go on right now. And so the schedule them not really line up. But Joe Mara will be back soon. I know like and it kind of hard, you know. For they as I talk to straight to the camera and straight to a big old light. It kind of hard. But now nobody for bounce not now for the live show not really up yet. But people, it is going to get better. But just rough out the summer with me, please. Rough out the summer with me. The back end of the year are going to be better. Next year are going to be better. And this other Sports TV will be up. Just bear with me. So, I mentioned Joe Mara, next thing. Yeah. Improvements on the channel, sponsorships are come. Different type of content are come. Longer form content are come. Lives are come. All of that is coming. So, just patience. Tranquilo. Mi amigo. And amigas. I don't know. I've never done Spanish a day in my life, so hopefully that right. Anyways, people, as I say, I'm replying to comments. So without further ado, let's chat in. Let's get the comments up on the screen and see if we can get some stuff going. See? That kind of rhyme, but you don't know. Anyways, the first comment. All know we don't. Well, let me introduce Nigel Grant 9693. He say, all know we don't have a coach that have our team so far. No pattern, no styling, no system, yet change. Come on, JFF. Me I try to make sense of this. I know we don't have a coach that have our team so far. No pattern, no styling, no system, yet change. Come on, JFF. I think he's trying to say, I don't know what he's trying to say, people. So I'm going to skip that one day. But dog, Nigel Grant 9693. Comment and let me know where did I try to say. In that video, you see me? In that commenter. Let's go again. Next comment. Phantom 1984 6. So your good overall analysis and keep up the good work. This was on a video where I say, yo, to this point, Tapper has been a better Reggae Boys coach than Emery Gibson and Steve McLaren. And I think I spot on with that. Some people are say good, some people are say bad. But the dog has a good overall analysis and keep it up. Respect for the support, brother. Respect for the good and kind words, because it's not always good and kind. But anyways, what is now? Knut Connell say, yo, here are some facts that should help your opinion. Although football is a skilled sport, it requires critical thinking and strategic planning. A good coach have to be innovative. Whitmore does not have the football intellect to coach a national team. He was one of my favorite national players, but honestly, his stay as head coach could have terminated way sooner. He just doesn't have the football intelligence to be a good coach, to be a coach. Maybe he can be a decent at a high, but not beyond. The dog say, man, give me some facts, but this all opinion this, my dog. And the truth is, I agree with that opinion. I do think that football is a skill sport, but them say football are 10% skill and 90% mental. So them say 10% physical, 90% mental. And I agree. I think football is about the skill. It's about the flair and all of that and what we see on the pitch, the physical part of it. But it also requires you to be very cerebral. It also requires you to come up with strategy and organization and make sure you move together as a unit, which is why team sport is so beautiful. Imagine you get 11 people on a pitch against 11 people and the better group wins. That just sounds like a great day to me. And so the moments and the drama and all of that is great when we're talking about sports. But just the organization and the mental part of it and building a team from individuals is just beautiful to me. So yes, I agree. But it does also say a good coach have to be innovative, which is true. So Whitmore does not have the football intellect to coach a national team. I do think that Tapper Whitmore has the intellect to coach a national team. And I'm going to agree with you on that part there. Does he have the football intellect to coach Jamaica? I don't think he's the man for the job. I don't think he's good enough to take Jamaica where we need to go. I don't think Tapper has worked or knows how to work with players at the level that this Jamaican team has. I don't know if he know how to work with players like Liam Bailey and Andre. I know he has worked with them, but I don't know if he knows to bring the best out of them. We're talking about Ethan Pinnock. We're talking about players that are some of the best players in their competitions. And so I get what you're saying, but I don't agree with it. Tapper could have easily coached a Caribbean nation and do well with them because he knows how to work with players that are not good enough. I would say Tapper right now in a JPL is one of the best coaches in a JPL. You see me? On performance, he is one of the best coaches. His team is not necessarily the greatest to watch, but in terms of getting results, I would say football is a results-driven business. Tapper gets the results. You see me? So I'm not gonna agree with you on that one day. I think Tapper can coach a national team, but he's just not the man to coach this Jamaican national team. You see me? Yeah. Good comment though. Good comment though. I kind of like that. Man say Whitmore better than the current coach by far. McLaren is done tactically. Yo, McLaren at the moment, and this was from Bugs Bunny. McLaren at the moment is kind of not making a good case for himself. I don't know. Him just not get to believe in him, man. So I kind of hear some of that. Sheldon Ramson 8929. By the way, rest in peace, my dog Sheldon. Big up yourself, my G. Every time when I forget you. But Sheldon Ramson, you need to apologize. You need to apologize to us fans because you said Tapper better. You mean worse? First of all, I don't need to apologize to anybody. I did not do anything to you, and I suggested that the Jamaican fans will Tapper an apology because it will beat Tapper for some things we'll accept from some other man, and it is unfair to him. No, I'm not saying that Tapper is the Lord and Savior and give him back the job, but to this point, and this is what I said in the video, to this point. McLaren have a team for a year now, and Algrimson they have it for a little bit longer. To this point, and what we've seen from them, the body of work that we've seen from them, Tapper did better with the team, and that is just true. No, I do believe that we should have removed Tapper. I removed Tapper before we even did. I think that move was way too delayed. But as I said, we are accepting from some other coaches. I would not beat them like I would beat Tapper. That's just what I'm saying. Tapper was better to this point. Now McLaren can still prove to be better in the future, but to this point, with the body of work when produced, Tapper was better, bro. Tapper was better, straight up and straight down. You see me? May I read the next one on this video and then me probably I gotta move on. So, this Dino say, yo, I agree with you for the most part. Whitmore did way better with way less, which is true. He's the perfect man for the job. Not true. Not true, but I agree with you on that one day. He's a perfect man for the job. Under this current coach, Jamaica national team can't even string 5 transitional passes together. That is true. Whitmore teams look way better, and we could expect things from them. No, I'm not gonna go with you on that part there. I'm not gonna say Whitmore teams look way better now. That we still look disjointed going forward and with the ball. Defensively, we were better. I'm not telling a lie. Defensively, I think Whitmore set up the team better. But with the ball and with the talent that we had, Whitmore just never know if to use those players well enough. You see me? Yeah. Whitmore never even had a video analyst. At this point, bro, you have to have certain things if you plan to be a top level coach. He used Ravel as a 10, and we were conquering teams. Well, I wouldn't say conquering, but now we have more firepower going forward, and we look like crap. McLaren is just a big name, sweet talker, more of a politician. Andre Blake is the snake you guys should be worried about. He's the one who brought down Whitmore and Ravel in the media. That's a tough one, dog. I'm gonna leave out the last part because I can't bother with the drama, can't bother with the mix-up, and I can't bother with all of that. You see me? This comment now, which was one that I liked, I liked that I responded to. I actually responded to this with text, but mega responding at the video to for people kind of jump on it and beat it. Music Mosiah say, yo, you guys keep saying that international football is hard, is an harder job than club football. Why? First of all, it is an harder job. Period. Go and ask ChatGPT that. This is an harder job. And for a few reasons. The first reason is you have players coming from all over the world. You have players coming from all different competitions. You have players coming from all different clubs. Not on the same page, was not grown up in the same football culture. We are pulling from all different parts of it. We have players that come from England, we have players that come from America, players playing in the JPL, players playing in Mexico, players playing in Costa Rica, players playing in Saudi, players playing in Slovenia, players playing in Turkey, players playing in Russia. We are called players from all both with different systems at their teams where they spend 9 months out of the year playing with those teams, making sure that they understand the ins and outs of those teams. When you come to a national team now you have to switch to our system, switch to our style of play. Now you have to be a part of a whole different setup and a whole different team. And you tell me that is not harder than somewhere where you spend 9 months out of the year making sure that they get it together when you have all of the facilities in the world. Come on, man. Especially when we talk about the international job, which is Jamaica. It can't be easier than a club job. Because Jamaica have the resources, Jamaica have the facilities, Jamaica struggle to get the players, Jamaica struggle to get a good coach. But then, say you have the coach now, from a coach's perspective, which is harder, as me say, you're getting players from all about trying to convince them, not convince them, but trying to get them to play one system. 26 players playing 26 different systems, trying to come and to get them play one system. Now, international football, another point, so I just mentioned that point there. And next point why international football is harder. Club football, you can pick and choose who you're going to use to represent you. You can sell a man, you can buy a man, you can bring him in. Alright, I want to play a 5 at the back, but right now, me are the coach of the team and we do have the 5 defenders and I want to play 5 at the back. Yeah, I'm going to sell them money, I'm going to buy the 5, but I want to play 5 at the back. At the international level, you can't do that. You have to come with the players who qualify to play for the team, and those are the players you have to use. And make your system around those players that fit them. So it have to be an easier job, brother. And the last but not least, as I said in this, coaches at the club level have the players for 9 months, while international players have them for 7 to 8 weeks out of the year. Some of that are travel, some of that get lost in travel, some of that get lost in rest, some of that get lost in match days. You don't get to bring across your points as well as you can. International football is harder, bro, especially in CONCACAF. CONCACAF, I think, is one of the hardest confederations, especially for all Caribbean teams. Much harder. There are a lot of points we can continue for going up, and this would be a great debate. Probably not, because I think we would have wiped the floor with somebody who said this. International football is much harder, and I don't think it is even close. Alright. Alex FH 1TB said, "Una still there behind time. No local coach qualified for coach this international team." I agree with you. I don't think that the level of coaches that we have in Jamaica is up to scratch with the type of talent that is in the national team. I agree with that statement. How much accolades Tapper have to prove? Nothing. You know, say some of the YouTuber done said. I don't know, you say somehow, no, but I commented on the side that's supposed to be video with Rush. So I'm assuming that you're calling Russia done said. Well, if I saw you see it, still my father. If I saw you see it, me that advise you still spell the word them right if you call somebody done said. But hey, I leave it there. Steve McLaren is the man right now. The man lose one little game. I don't know, a flare up, and only is a done set of people. I'm telling you, one team in the world where it never lose a match or a coach. First of all, Steve McLaren did not just lose one game and people start catch a fit. Steve McLaren had an embarrassing performance in the Gold Cup. Steve McLaren had his team looking like they don't know what they're doing, and rightfully so, it called for the panic buttons to be pressed. That is just the truth. Just about the other done part, I don't really know where I talk about my dog, so we'll keep it moving. Alright. Next one. This is a good one. In terms of the same type of video, we owe him nothing. Him sabotage the team trying to prove a point to people and cost the team. I don't think Tapper was trying to prove no point. You can't convince me, say, I'm gonna have a job where I make over almost $1 million a month. And because he want to prove a point to somebody, him sabotage himself and him job when you're trying to make it to the World Cup. Remember, people, Tapper got sacked in the middle of a World Cup qualifying campaign where we were not performing well. I was saying we're never gonna make it to the World Cup. And so him never try sabotage. You don't sabotage a World Cup qualifying campaign to prove a point. You just don't. You see me? Next one. Javon Davis said the truth is we need to fire Miran Garden, Mr. Garden, and get a good assistant coach. One man can't do everything on his own. The other coach is not qualified. That's why the next coach quit. Um, I don't know about all this Miran Garden slander. May I tell you the truth? Do I think Miran Garden um is running this national team? No. Do I think Miran Garden has a bit more power in this national team that they should have? Yes. I think McLaren relies on Miran Garden a little bit too much for his selection, and I think Miran Garden, I feel like, have a soft spot for either local players or local Jamaica born players, and so I understand from that perspective. But in terms of Miran Garden this or Miran Garden that, in terms of our tactics and how we are playing, no, that is all Steve McLaren, bro. That is all Steve McLaren. Don't give the assistant coach too much power, brother, and don't try to avoid the fact that Steve McLaren is not getting the team to play well. That are just straight up and down. So I go with this. Miran Garden are the one who cause Jamaica not to play well. No, Miran Garden is the one that is supposed to back up the coach, show him some points, take over when the coach is not there, blah 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 blah, help him with him tactics, blah blah blah. But in terms of this is a Miran Garden team, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Alright, and the last two comments that I'm going to reply to are from Luton Fire 8882. I don't know if this is actually Luton Fire, but hey, if I Luton Fire, big up yourself, but G. Thank you for tuning to this or that sporty. Big up yourself. Anyways, so Luton Fire say, I watch other Wonder Kids for their national teams, and our Wonder Kid never played one good game for Jamaica. We have eyes and we see for ourselves. Stop the double team argument, open up and watch the game. Or one and only Wonder Kid is a disappointment in the black, green, and gold. I wouldn't go as far as to say Liam Bailey is I think he's talking about Liam Bailey here. I don't think Liam Bailey is a disappointment in the black, green, and gold. I think he has underperformed. I think he hasn't lived up to expectations. But I don't think he's a disappointment. In fact, if we're just going to talk about blank, we don't know who the players are. We don't know who the names are on the back of the shirts. Liam Bailey has been one of the best reggae boys. One of the best. But that is him still underperforming. If you catch what I say. Liam Bailey is supposed to be the best player in CONCACAF, or one of the best players in the CONCACAF. And I don't think to this point, in representing Jamaica, he has been that. So, I understand what you're saying, but I don't necessarily think it's a disappointment. In terms of him not playing one good game for Jamaica, that's just not true. Liam Bailey has played several good games for Jamaica. The most recent one is the Guatemala game that he played. He was just outstanding. I think he missed a penalty in the game, but still, Liam Bailey was really good in that game. The next one I'm going to reply to from Luton Fire is, and he made this comment 3 weeks ago, but regardless, it is funny right now. When Greenwood forward, where are we going to put Liam Bailey? Answer from our eye test and our hearts, not from our emotions or blatant bias. We need a right winger, not one to try to dribble every time he gets the ball. One similar to Cephas. We need to go forward, and we have good midfielders: Casey Palmer, good; Isaac Hayden, good; John Russell, good; Will Simpson, good; Rafael Morrison, great. But we fail to admit who is the better player for this team, because it's surely not our Wonder Kid. This coach needs to use Bobby Reid in his right position. He's not a midfielder all his life. Whoa, this is a loaded comment. Anyways, when Greenwood forward, where we're going to put Leon? Answer from our eye test and our hearts, not from our emotions or blatant bias. The truth is, it's just a funny comment at the moment. This is just super funny. I'm not getting into the details, but this is just very funny. One man do one thing, one man do one next thing. Is it? But you don't know a thing go. For me, I don't think Liam Bailey and Mason Greenwood necessarily compete for the same position in a this reggae boys team. I would play Mason Greenwood as a centre forward. I understand that he's a winger by trade. I understand, but he has played at centre forward before. He's a really good goal scorer. He knows how to find space in the box, and we lack that at the moment. So I can see Mason Greenwood playing on the wing sometime. I can also see him playing as a number 10 sometimes. But for me, I don't think he'll be competing with Liam Bailey for the spot in the team. Rather, I would have him as our centre forward, as our goal scorer, as leading the line. But anyways, that's the final comment I'm going to respond to. People, tell me what you think. If you want to respond to some more comments, I hope this incentivizes you guys to leave comments under the videos and have me respond to them. So, that's that for now though. If you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to this side of Sports TV. And do one more thing for me, and that's to share the video to at least 10 people, get us 6 subscribers. Because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, do you know how many subscribers that would get us by the end of the day? But for now, this was the side of Sports TV. I got my gun.